This call is now being recorded.
Yo! Don't
What's
you
up,
know not to
man?
call me when I'm outside the truck?
Well, yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm a little sleeping, don't you know? Now your call was drying out a trailer.
I got you.
'Cause, you know, they can't get it right the first time, so we gotta fucking do it again.
Yep.
Dude, what the hell?
That's how it rolls.
Yeah. And Chuck called me too, so I wanted to call you first. Get the ball rolling.
I was kind of surprised
Feel
when
me,
you
yo?
answered the call and it does a whole call from. I'm like, oh, he called me on that line. Okay.
Well, yeah, Chuck called too, so I want to get Chuck on.
Gotcha.
Because no, that's always a good time. I'll be right back.
Yep.
I got Chris on here too, Chuck. And I'll tell you what I told him. Don't you know not to call me when I'm outside the truck?
How you spend more time outside the truck than you do in
Well,
the truck?
you know, that's
What
because
the
I
heck
gotta
are we
do other
supposed
people's
to do?
fucking work.
What the fuck are we
Because they
supposed
can't
to do?
fucking do it themselves. That's why.
Okay, you could spend some time in your truck, we'd have no problem getting a hold of you.
I know, right?
Well,
I mean,
Chuck,
I was
you know,
in my truck the 2 hours to drive down here. Where the hell were you?
Well, Chuck, you know, some of us like you and me, we drive a little bit better than some others. You know, they do better outside the truck.
Right.
You know. No.
Yeah.
Friends, I think you and I should just talk. We'll ignore Dave. He's busy this morning.
Well, no, see, I was busy. That's why I didn't answer. Now I'm not. I was busy doing work, unlike you just fucking putting up to a dock somewhere and having somebody else do all the work.
Somebody sounds very bitter this morning.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, see, we're not allowed to hook up to that. We have to have them pull it before we can hook up.
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't even have to worry about that. The jockeys do that. I forgot.
That's because there's some
prima donna
there's some
now.
FedEx guys out there that are dumbasses that have pulled trailers out of the doors with.
Just FedEx?
Well, because we used to be able to hook up to the docks, but I guess too many drivers were just pulling them without checking the door or whatever. There'd be people inside there or whatever, so it's like all of a sudden they're like, "Yep, you gotta call." Or if we could verify the door's closed, then we could pull it, but because some docks have a little hole cut out, you know, at the back there, where you can go back there and kind of look. But sometimes you can't see, so I'll be like, "Yeah, I can't tell if the door's closed. Can you go ahead and have somebody?" I'm not gonna they do that one time and it disqualifies them. You know, that person's no longer driving for FedEx, then.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Yep. Especially if somebody gets hurt in the process because they're in the back of the trailer loading it still, you know.
Yeah. Follow the rules.
Yes. It's usually not a good thing.
Nope.
Yeah.
Had quite a few tornado watches out here today.
I know, it sounds like it's going to get nasty.
I think there was a couple warnings, but I didn't. All we saw was the all the lightning like all over the sky for like hours, and then of course like when I got past all of it and made it to St. Louis and then was coming back, I wasn't in an area where it was really dark. Like I could see the road, but around me there's no lights at all. So like around the sides of the road in front or whatever, everything is pretty much pitch black, and like all of a sudden I guess I must have hit that weather because it went from like, you know, the normal we could hear the wind outside a little bit when you're driving, but it went like really, really loud and really rainy and really like rocking the truck pretty bad to the point where I had to turn up the podcast and listen to it because I was going, holy shit, it got windy. I was like thinking, well, if a tornado crosses the road, I'm not going to see it because of how dark it is out here.
No, you're out there in Auntie M, Uncle Henry Toto to Twisterland.
Yep.
Yeah, you're not too awful far from Kansas. You'll be all right.
So, you should get used to that. Maybe they'll put those weird angles on the front of your truck so, it doesn't get blown away. You've seen those cars, right? The tornado chasers have?
Yes.
Yep.
They look like spaceships and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to get pretty bad here late this afternoon.
Yeah.
You can send it to your direction.
And done already.
It's like sometimes we'll get the weather, and then if you guys don't get it, it'll like Rico down there in Charlotte. All of a sudden, like a day or so later, he'll be like, "Oh man, it's fucking like 0 degrees here." I'm like, "Yep, it was that way yesterday for us."
Mhm.
He said, "Why are you sending it my way, man? I don't want like." Because he's like really tall and really thin, so like he gets cold quick. So he's like, "Man,
He's
fucking freezing, man." Yeah, he's like one of those like he complains about like. Cause I think he's like 50, but he has like a really high metabolism, so he can literally eat as much as he wants and still not gain a pound. He's like, it sucks. Like I've been the same weight since high school, or not high school, probably a little bit older than high school. I think he's like 180 or something. But he like if you saw his pictures, Dave, about whenever he does like food, whenever he like actually makes himself like a meal, or whatever, he'll have like. And it's just him. He'll have like 4 courses, 2 desserts, and he'll literally post it and go, "It's the light snack."
I believe it.
And I'm like, all right, man, I'll beer it over. He was, "Come on over, man." I'm like, well, if I was close, I would. He's like, like burgers and gravy, some fried okra, some corn, some cornbread, and then this such cobbler for dessert, whatever. But then afterwards, he's messaging me going, "Oh, bro, my God, I was so full, bro." He was so full. I just didn't feel good, man. And I'm like, yeah, man, you had like 6 courses all by yourself. I can't help it, bro. I get greedy. I get so greedy when it comes to making my, all the food, man. I'm like. I hear that, especially when it's something you really like. It's like, you think sometimes you want to keep going, but I'm like, no, you got to stop, man. Put that shit in the fridge and eat it later,
Wow.
Leftovers, man, leftovers.
Huh.
Yep. So the AT&T upgrade, we're 2/3 of the way there now. I got mine the other day.
Wow.
And
I got a security alert.
Yeah. So took care of my
Logging
phone
into
before
the
I went
email.
to bed yesterday.
Logging into our email that nobody writes to.
Oh, is that what you?
Come on, guys, write to us. Write to us, please.
Yep. Since when you switch phones or whatever, like it automatically, like for Google, it automatically logs your phone into all your. So I was like, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm glad it. Like in the past, like upgrading devices kind of sucks. You have to manually do it all, but now it's like everything's all connected.
That's pretty nice.
Yep. So while it was updating the all the apps on my phone that were on the Pixel 9, I had the cables connected to the 2 phones, and then I had my new phone on the wireless pad to charge it. And because I was going to bed, I was like, well, it's going to take like 45 minutes. Starting 8 o'clock. Got to get up in 6 hours. I'm going to go ahead and just. Come on, dude. This guy trying to pass me, but he's the one on the left side of the barrier, and he's just kind of hovering over there. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to be over here with you, rubbing against that wall over there.
Why not? Why not? Sounds like fun.
Because he's swerving around like right hell. Just now while he's passing me, went over the line, coming over my direction. I'm like, that's why I slowed down to let you over, because you're making me nervous, man. Like, I plan to make it home. I don't want to be out here like off in the ditch because some XPO fucker decided he was gonna, I'm gonna squeeze by you. Like, no, just stay back there. That's what I do. Like, yeah, It's like. It doesn't take long to just get behind somebody and wait until we get past the barricade and then pass, because then you have like a shoulder on both sides. But you'll see these guys will scrape the wall as they're passing by somebody. I'm like, that's why you shouldn't do it. But I had my new phone charging while I was connected to the old phone doing the transfer, and then had it in the new case and all that stuff. And then, of course, like before I left for work, UPS rang the doorbell, and I guess it was Zoe's phone. So Zoe was trying to do the whole, Derek was trying to call her out there for something, like, hey, come down here when I want to ask you something. And Zoe in her room was like, I'm busy. I'm playing games with my friends. So I said, hey, Zoe, come down here. I'm busy, so I don't care. Come down here. We have something for you. It's like, you're gonna want this.
You're gonna want to come down here.
Yep. So she came down. We literally handed her the box. We're like, open that. Say, happy early birthday. And she goes, I'm scared. So and then of course Aaron had the Amazon package that had the
it's a glitter bomb.
Sorry, guys. Yep. Glitter bomb.
I said, you can't open the package that Mom has, first, because that one will kind of reveal what your actual present is. Got to open the box first. When you get the phone case before you get the phone, like, I got a phone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Oh, it's a new phone case. It doesn't even fit the one I have. What the hell?
It's like opening a PlayStation controller.
Yeah. What am I doing with this?
Yep. So, thankfully, because they had the return stuff to send our devices back, they had them in the same box that we got the current phone. So, I had already thrown a bunch of random paper, balled up into my box and had my formatted phone back in that box. And I'd ask the UPS guy, hey, can I trade you? Can I give you a box that's going back to FedEx or going back to AT&T? He goes, oh yeah. So here you go. So it told Zoe, get your stuff switched over and then format your phone, your 7. So she was joking. She said, oh man, I don't get to keep my 7. I'm like, no, because that 7 is going to take your bill per month from $40 a month to $12 a month. Yeah. That phone's paid for. So I'm like, we're sending that back and getting, we'll make your phone a little bit cheaper. And then Aaron's just coming today. I'm like, it kind of sucks. I try to do it all at once to get all 3 phones at the same time, but then they would charge me the 3 phones, and then they refunded me for 2 phones and said, well, part of your payment didn't go through. I'm like, what the fuck? So I had to call and basically pay the other 2 phones, and then the 1 phone dropped off. And then I had to call Sunday or Saturday, or actually I had to call Monday and pay the charge for Aaron's phone, so they would actually process that order and ship her device. I'm like, fine. Mine shipped to FedEx, and the other 2 phones shipped to UPS. It's like, I don't understand how AT&T does their upgrades. It's kind of weird, but it's all good,
Yeah.
So did you get an Android or did you get an iPhone?
Oh, God. Don't talk to him about it.
Hell no, man. For me and the kiddo, got us both the new Pixel. Gonna be the Pixel 10 XL, and her just our Pixel 10 Pro XL, and her the Pixel 10 Pro because she doesn't like the bigger phones. She likes a little more regular size, so I get her the regular one. And then my wife, I got her the Galaxy S26 Ultra.
Nice.
We do that where we pay extra per month to do the upgrade anytime, up to 3 times a year. So we're on a 36-month fucking lease or contract. So I'm like, well, fuck it. We're already paying a lot for per month for AT&T service compared to when we were with Mint Mobile. I was like, we might as well have the newest fucking phone.
Yeah. Right. Now you're paying for it. They're paying for it. You eat it.
Dave, you're a bit loud this morning.
Well, I got to make sure that you can hear me, Chuck.
Sir, because I was hungry, sir.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. At least Chris knows what I'm talking about. Well, I have my windows open a little bit too because it's nice out for a change. And I got to take advantage because it's gonna be 30-something degrees tomorrow.
Right.
How about that private pile?
Yeah. That's the one.
Yep.
Yep.
I knew what he was talking about.
What's funny is I've never actually seen that show. I've only seen the clips.
Oh, you need to watch the movie. You need to watch that movie, dude. You need
Too
to
busy
watch
working,
it
man.
right now.
Some of us got to make a living, man. I'm scared.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Hey, Chucky,
Yeah,
some
no,
of us have time to watch movies.
we can't all have 5-hour days and shit. I know. That I paid for that. Okay. She's making me make up for it today, for sure.
What, working the extra day or something?
No, but instead of being like, oh, they should be getting 3 or 4 loads in Reading today. No, send me to fucking Baltimore again. Like, what the fuck? I don't fucking want to go to Baltimore. You have more drivers in Winchester than you do in High Spire. Send them motherfuckers to Baltimore and send me to fucking Reading. That's how it's supposed to be. Period. End of discussion.
Because then when you do it, don't they do short days then?
Yeah.
Cause like you go to Baltimore and then they run little short trips and they're done. Like, I'm only doing 6 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, and they fucking brag about it and shit.
I mean, I do the short days if I could make what I'm currently making, but, I wouldn't. But,
Yeah.
ooh, temperature's dropping quick. It's already 50 degrees.
Oh.
Someone stole my shit, though, man. I had my, because we've been dealing with the rain, I know I had my FedEx rain jacket in here. It was stuck behind the passenger seat, kind of hung up back there. I got the little extra. Yeah, it's gone. I got up to get my load going to St. Louis, and then went ahead and climbed out of the seat, got up in the back, and went to go look for it, and I'm like, where the fuck is my jacket? So messaged my manager or whatever. I was like, yeah, so my FedEx rain jacket kind of disappeared. He goes, well, when was the last time, how recent have you seen it? I was like, it wasn't that far back. I was like, I've only been with you guys for like 9 months. And I know it was probably within the last couple months. I know I used it at least a couple times. But, I used it at least probably not too long before I started this run because I was doing the doubles. And when it was like, anytime we get rain out here, it's like not always like, hey, it's a light storm. But it's like, Midwest storms. It's like, hey, guess what? You're flooded. Oh, man.
Yeah. Torrential downpour.
Yep, and when you're hooking up 2 trailers in the dolly, man, even with that rain jacket, it's like, I never thought you could still get soaked underneath your jacket when you're wearing a rain jacket, but it's only, I guess they don't really fully block the rain if you're getting soaked, like, too wet. Like, you'll still be soaked underneath. So,
huh?
I know it was within
it must not be a proper rain jacket then, man.
No, it's a pretty
like rubberized raincoat. It's not. You know what I mean?
But I'm talking like if you're like if every part of you is like soaked to the bone, like it'll keep you dry for the most part. But I've noticed that unless it comes in through like a little bit through like where your hood is and stuff, that could be it too. But I'd take the rain jacket off and my shirt would still be. It wouldn't be soaked, but I would still be wet underneath the rain jacket.
No.
It's like it, kind of resistant or whatever. I don't know. But I don't know if I'm going to get it back, but I figured I'd message him to let him know, and I might message the payroll /
Well, how many
Charlie.
people have been in and out of your truck? What the hell? I thought they were supposed to be you, and that's it.
Yeah, it's pretty much me, and, plus these Volvos, the passenger side doesn't unlock. You have to, clip the little door lever, front and back a couple times, and it'll then unlock both doors. So that side's usually locked all the time, so somebody would literally have had to get up in here and and fight it, because it's not like it was just hanging out. Yeah, and they're like, oh, cool, look at this. So I almost want to be like, hey, can you guys post a message in or actually, because we get all this group message that comes from some random number they sent from their computer at the office or whatever.
It's probably like a Google
yeah,
Voice
kind
or
of.
something.
But they be like, hey, can you guys send a Kansas City message to the drivers out here saying if you took a jacket out of a truck, please return it. You know, 'cause, like I've had that since 2019. That might be why it doesn't work 100% either. I've had it for a while. You know, it's been through a lot of rainstorms. I mean, it might be good for me just to get a new one anyway. That's why I wasn't like too upset when it was gone. I was like, well, I still have my hoodies and stuff. It's not a big deal. But it's like, why you?
Yeah, but still, I mean, somebody's going back there through your shit if they're just casually using your truck for whatever reason. You know, it's kind of messed up. It's not like it's where you came from, where you got lied to all the time.
Yep.
And you were basically slip seating without knowing it. You know what I mean?
Yep. I mean, I've gotten into other trucks before too, where like mine was down, and there's literally like either a jacket on the passenger seat or a jacket on the bunk in the back, and of course I didn't touch it because it's not mine. I just brought my stuff in there, did what I had to do, and then grabbed my stuff to go back to my truck. Whatever he was like, yeah, your truck's back in the thing, so go ahead and grab your stuff, and whenever you get back, just put your stuff back in your truck. I'm like, all right, cool. Like he had moved my stuff to the truck I was borrowing, before he moved the truck to the shop. He's like, yeah, I moved your work bag and your charger and stuff. He goes, I can't get your phone mount off the vent or whatever. And I'm like, don't worry about that. I was like, most trucks I've been in, they usually have a phone mount in there as well that that usually works for my phone. I can just put my phone up in it or stick it in the cup holder or something. If it's for a day or two. Ah, shit.
Yeah. What'd you do?
Please
pay attention. Eyes on the road.
No, I'm in the middle lane of coming up to pass this other semi, and this white van. I backed off because this white van was roaring up on the ass of this truck that I was getting ready to pass, and I knew what he was going to do if I kept going. He's still going to cut over and be within half a foot of my bumper. So I backed off, let him come over, and there was a car in the far left lane, and this van that came in the middle lane almost took out that car because he jerked over so hard that he kind of went in that left lane as well. And I was just like, that's why I backed off. I knew what the fuck you were going to do.
Yeah. So, 6 cents.
Yep.
Stupid motherfucker.
Hey, that's what his license plate said. I'm scared.
Yeah, he sees dead people.
Yep. Well, try to get the new pup to actually eat. I mean, she eats a little bit, but I don't think she likes the kibble that the other family had sent home with her. So I did that farmer's dog description, to try. And for the first week it says to normally it says one full pouch per day, but for the first week you want to mix in a quarter of the pouch with some kibble or whatever every day to make kind of work her into it again.
Yeah.
So
acclimate. That's the word I was looking for. Acclimate.
Yep. So I did it the other day, kind of mixed them in there. She kind of picked that a little bit, but then yesterday, before taking her out on the walk in the morning, I went ahead, mixed it in there, mixed it pretty good. I put a little bit less kibble, that way it was a little more higher percentage of the farmer's dog food, and then a little bit of kibble. And so then we went on our walk, we came back, and literally she got up on the back deck. I figured put it back there because our cats are kind of annoying too. They'll have their food bowl right there, but they want to go for the dog food. And I'm like, no, we eat your fucking food. No, we don't want that. We want the dog food. I'm like, it's the same. I mean, it's different, but it's practically the same shit. Why? So I mixed the dog's food up, and I put that bowl out in the back deck because we have a water bowl out there. So when she goes out, we hook her up on the run line for her to run out and go to the bathroom or whatever. She'll drink water or whatever. So now I put the food bowl out there. I'm like, that way the cats could be pissed at us because they can't access the dog food. But literally, we came back from the walk. She went right for the food bowl, and I did a little video and posted in the family chat, going, "Holy shit, she's actively eating right now." Like, not just hey, I took a bite. She was literally eating it. She ate everything. She licked the bowl clean. I said, holy shit, we're making progress.
Nice.
Yep. Only took us, I think Sunday will be a month since we got her.
Okay.
For a while, I kind of worried about her because I know she's eating treats, but she wasn't really eating the dog food as much. And it's like, got to get her to start eating at least a full bowl, if anything.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, oh, cool. I think even though it's going to be expensive, I think it's like between $100 and $200 a month. But hey, if it means that she's eating healthy food and she's actually eating a decent amount, then it'll be worth it,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron and Allie are going to have fun this weekend, though, because it'll just be the two of them. Because Zoe and I will be out of town.
Yeah, you're going to Nashville.
Yep. Taking off Saturday. I went ahead and put a reservation in for a hotel. The one that we were supposed to, we tried to stay in the day that we were moving, but Zoe and I didn't sleep there at all because we were at the fucking apartment dealing with the movers.
Yeah.
So went ahead and booked there again, and close enough to some of the restaurant places that we don't have up here that I'm like, plan to hit while we're down there, or go to check things out, or go see friends while we're down there. And close enough to friends that Zoe wants to meet up with and hang out with. They're like, you gotta come visit us. I'm like, well, we're gonna be down there, so. Like, if you guys weren't so damn far away, we'd come up and visit you guys, man. But that's a little bit of a trip.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's quite a ride.
But you especially, Chuck. You're a little bit more of a trip, Chuck.
A little further
Chuck
south.
is closer. Chuck is closer, really, because he's further south than Harrisburg.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were up in, like, Massachusetts or something.
No.
I mean, I live in York, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right, well, you're closer.
I was out in Massachusetts. From the end of end of October through the middle of December.
Oh, gotcha.
That was work shit.
That was work shit.
And coming out there
because their drivers don't like the inclement weather.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, hell, man, I remember some of the Schneider trips out there going to like the plazas after they got a nor'easter, and like they got the sidewalks walking up to the actual building was, it was cleared, but then beside you had snow that was waist high,
Oh yeah.
You're walking through a little tunnel as you're walking into the door or whatever, and I'm like, holy shit. Like, a lot of snow.
Well, I'm starting to sense a pattern here. Wherever the weather's going to be bad, that's where they send me. Because it's supposed to be nasty today and tomorrow out there in Ohio. I mean, major fucking storms. And that's where I'm going to be. Every fucking time there's something going on, that's where I end up.
They're like, you're good, Chuck. You volunteered for that, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he was voluntold.
Voluntold.
That's like the difference between my current manager or my current bosses, versus my manager I drove for that I answered to back there in Nashville. Like, anytime we had bad weather back there, that manager, if that load is still running, he was like, yep, FedEx, that Farina's still running. I'm like, dude, like, there's like, a foot of snow on the ground, like, roads are iced over, like, nobody's, like, things are shut down. He's like, they're still running. I'm like, okay. So I would go out and run it, but I'd be white knuckling the entire day. But up here, we get like, a foot and a half or so of snow and a bunch of ice. My boss over here is like, I'm shutting everybody down. We're going to take a weather-related decline, because FedEx would rather us, FedEx and our, the owners of our company would rather get the decline and not have any trucks wrecked on the road. And I'm like, I'm not going to argue. I was like, if you're telling me to stay home, I'm going to stay home. I'll take it, you know. I said, I'm just not used to it because
I wish more companies would realize that shit and stop pressuring their guys to get a load done.
Yeah.
You know.
Make the money on the load, but if they wreck, then you're out all that, you know, however many $1,000 on the
right.
Chances are, wherever it's going, they'll still need it the next day.
Oh, but they might drop us as a customer. It's like, no, they won't.
Yeah.
There's other customers.
Yep.
That's what England was trying to pull with me the one day that I almost kept myself driving overnight. And they were like, well, like, we need you to leave right now. I'm like, I'm doing a 34, and I've been up since 6 a.m., and I'm like 3 hours from resetting my clock. You know, I was planning to go to bed before, like, shortly right after they called me. I was planning to go to bed and get up like at 30 and take off to finish my a run to City. And they were like, no, we need you to leave right now because I have to get there by like 6 a.m. And I'm like, but I've been awake all day because I wasn't planning to, you know, I was planning to go, you know, get like reset the hours, leave early because it wasn't due. It didn't have like a set, you know, appointment time. It just had a window, and I was gonna get there within that window. They're like, no, they like we needed to get there like before they open, blah blah blah. But so I left, and I ended up having to do another 34, but because I was tired, I remember.
And you didn't know any better. You didn't know that was what I didn't be like, fuck you, I'm gonna get there when it's supposed to be. Let me do my reset and sleep, motherfucker.
Well, you know,
it's my clock.
One of those.
My law.
Those road comas or whatever it was, you know, where like I blinked, my eyes never closed, but I blinked out and ended up realizing where I was on the shoulder, approaching a parked car, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. Fuck.
So I had other drivers over the years ask me like, hey, I've only been driving for a few months. Do you have any advice? I said, yeah. Don't let them force you to do anything you're not comfortable doing.
Yep.
Like, you know, if you're not comfortable driving overnight, you know, then don't do it. If you're not comfortable going, doing certain types of runs, I was like, they could fire you, but if they fire you because you're unwilling to do something that you feel is dangerous, you could go get another job somewhere else. But if you hit a parked car that happens to have a family sleeping on the shoulder or whatever, then guess what? You're done. Whereas like now I drive throughout the night and it's like nothing. Still tired of shit, but you know.
Oh boy.
Yep.
And that's, you know, unfortunately how this industry is though.
Yep.
And, you know, the state of it now. And
then you drive there, and you get there, and they're fucking closed because the place is smart enough to not make their employees come out to go to work.
Yep.
Yeah.
The one that always gets me is like, we'd still be running, like, especially out of Nashville. There were holidays like Christmas or New Year's or something where like I would still be expected to come in and run a load. Well, we got the freight has to move. Okay, so I would take like 2 trailers, go drop one at like Knoxville or something, and then I drop one loaded trailer, pick up another loaded trailer to go with the first one, and then I would drop that one at Kodak and pick up another loaded trailer, and then both those trailers would go into like right on the border of Virginia off 81. So that I would, you know, drop those 2 trailers up there, grab 2 empties and head back. All 3 of those hubs, ghost town, nobody there. And it's like, I'm in here working, but all their fucking workers are off.
Right.
That's right.
I took a load. Oh, where the fuck was that? Out around Akron, Ohio. during a storm, and they insisted that I go, knowing that the weather was bad. And I got out there, and nobody was at the warehouse, and I sat there for 2 fucking days until somebody showed up.
Wow, man.
That's gotta be there. It's a hot load.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, they knew you were going to be sitting there for 2 days.
Yeah. All right, I got to run inside. I'll be right back.
All right.
Alrighty. Being abandoned, Dave.
Yeah. Avon calling. He's not even at work yet, the fucking slacker. That's his pickup truck.
Yep. It was like I got back into Kansas and probably about 20 or so minutes away from Lenexa. Out of the rain, finally.
Oh, very good. We'll see that later. Don't you worry. But hey, I'm in my truck and I got my raincoat.
Well, I thought I had mine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I haven't
I could see mine hanging on the hook behind me.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't raised up the bunk or anything, but I hauled it out. Somebody put it back there because it was literally hanging up behind the.
Yeah, like, oh, look,
the,
free coat.
Yeah.
Free raincoat.
Oh, cool. Like, no.
Nobody's using this truck. It's a spare. Nah, I don't know. I don't know what people think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm in it all the time, and I run 6 days a week. So whoever would be in here, I know that they'd have to know that. Oh yeah, this is Blodgett's truck. He's the one in here all the time. Yeah. Unless they come in during the day before I come in, since I come in at like 4 o'clock and 4:30 or whatever. Take off by 5 to get over to Lenexa and get loaded by 6 or whatever.
Avon calling.
Avon calling. Shut up, Dave.
I'll be up there like, fuck you, Dave. Like, oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know.
Oh, man.
So where you going, Chuck?
Mifflintown.
Oh, okay.
It's a 29-mile drive. And then I'm taking it back to Newville, and then I'm done.
And then?
I'm done.
You guys want some egg drop soup? And then we want it in our belly because we're hungry. And then
I got a short day today.
Yeah, so
I don't know what that. I don't know what that is, Chuck.
I'm sure.
When I started doing this
And
run.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you came in late, so.
Tomorrow I'm picking up the load that I'm tomorrow I'm taking the load that I'm picking up today and going out to Titusville, Pennsylvania, and then to Washington, Pennsylvania, and then laying over in Washington, Pennsylvania and doing 4 retail stops on Friday.
Oh. Then coming home and you're done.
And then I'm coming home.
Have a nice
done.
weekend.
Absolutely.
Gotta love it.
Yep.
That's why I got home at like, I don't know, 6:40 or whatever time I got a phone with you guys.
Yeah.
laid back down. Then next thing you know, it was like 11 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, no. I got home. I took Isabella to school at 8:30. Then I went back and laid down as I'm like falling asleep in the car waiting for the open the doors to the school, you know.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it was a nice morning yesterday. So she knew a couple of the kids that were out there. She wanted to go play with them, so they're like all running around like the grass area. You know what I mean? Out in front of the school, just fucking like chickens with their heads cut off. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. Well, so you guys are. Huh? What? Oh, bell rang? Okay, have a good day.
Yeah. That's literally what I was thinking. It was like, hey, Dad. Oh, shit. Hey, babe. Hey, girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
You wake up and decide to pick up the kid from school.
Well, she found like a wheat straw with the bud on the end of it, you know, and she had it in her mouth. She was doing Clint Eastwood. Yeah.
Oh,
you know, she's like, doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm like, really? Okay. She's like, yeah, keep this. Put this in the car, and I'm like, yeah, I'll throw it in the back where you sit. That's where it'll be when I pick you up later.
Yep.
But yeah, you know, I'd go home after that, and Jess is already back in bed. 'Cause she had gotten up and gotten dressed. You know what I mean? And I was sitting there doing, I had finished listening to the second book, and after, you know, my revisions, and I was doing some of the fixing it, and I got, like, to the end, and I'm like, oh, cool. And next thing you know, she's, like, dressed, and I'm like, where you guys going somewhere? Well, we're going to take Izzy to school. I'm like, oh, I'll do that, you know.
Yep.
And then I come home, and she's in bed, passed out, you know. Sophia is just sitting there, laying in bed with her, but she's wide awake. I'm like, I wanted to do that. And like Isabella's like, when are you going to work? Like when I took her to school, I'm like, I went to work and came home already. What? What? What do you mean? Like, yeah, I had to get up at like midnight and shit, and went down to Virginia and came back already. You what? You went to Virginia? Well, yeah, it's not that far away. It's only 2 hours.
The sad thing is they never noticed you were gone.
Yeah, I know, because they were all sleeping.
Yep.
It's fine. But yeah, so then, you know, I did fall asleep, and then next thing you know, it's like 11 something. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the hell? I didn't want to sleep this long. I just want to sleep for like an hour. Then I couldn't get to sleep last night, of course. You know how that goes.
Yep.
So I was telling Chuck yesterday. Well, I think I was talking to you. I was telling you too, Chris. Like I had a decision to make on like what publishing package I want to go with and stuff, and you know, I'd made up my mind yesterday after doing all these comparisons and stuff, and you know, I still needed to wait. I still wanted to wait a little bit. You know what I mean? I did some more research. I asked the guy some more questions. You know what I mean? I got some, you know, good answers. Like, remember, Chuck, we talked about, like,
Yep.
I asked why me, you know what I mean? Why are you so insistent on working with me? I just, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, is it, you know, of course he you know, he's not going to say because they want my business. Of course they want my business, you know.
Right.
But he
So
wrote me a nice reply about because of my honesty and how I, you know, all my questions, like he could tell that I was doing the work and, you know, and what I had submitted was worth the work, you know what I mean, was worth working with me, and it has potential and blah, 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 you know. That's, I'd read it to you, but I can't look at my email.
No, that's,
sorry.
I get it. No, you're
Yeah.
good.
So I was like, oh, thank you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I addressed some questions, because I was doing comparisons with the different offers that I gotten from them over the last like month or whatever, you know.
Damn.
Plus, like, you know, I've gotten other offers from other publishers and stuff. So, and you know, it's all about the same. You know, they offer the same services, and you know, and I like this is, you know, this is what I feel like I need. You know what I mean?
Right.
Damn.
Like everything in this, you know, this one package. Of course, it's the, you know, the highest one. That's how I mean. Well, I say get you, but like that's because I want it to succeed. That's what I need to do. I mean,
Right.
I can't go in half-assed. Like I want the comprehensive line, you know, line by line editing, that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I want that, especially because it's my first one. You know what I mean? Like that I'm gonna have published. I want it to be right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's what they do. That's like the bread and butter of what these guys do is that the editing stuff. The other stuff, the marketing, the promotion is just like extra, you know. But the core of what they do is making sure it makes sense and it's correct, you know. That's what I want. So I, you know, basically made up my mind that I wanted to get this package, you know, when the timing was right. So the reason I'm even telling you this is because out of nowhere, I got an email yesterday, or a text message yesterday from one of the first ones that I was dealing with that I already said no. And mostly because, like, even though they were it's the ones that gave me the best, like, evaluation of my manuscript. Like they sent me the, like a breakdown. You know what I mean? Like different sections, like with the characters and you know what they thought I could work on and what was good, what needed work, that kind of thing. It was the most comprehensive like breakdown I've gotten from any of these publishers. You know, the one that I turned 2 down already, you know what I mean? And they were the second one I turned down. And it was just, they were like, oh, we need to do this now, that kind of thing. And I'm like, I'm not ready. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do it right now.
Damn.
And like, if you can't work with me and keep me this deal or whatever, you know, you can't extend it to when I'm ready, then, you know, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? We'll just have to not do it. Sorry, you know. And they were cool, like the, you know, whatever you want to call them. But he had messaged me yesterday, said, "Hey, I got, I forget how he worded it. Of course, you know, I have all this stuff down, but he's like, here, I got this for you. It's a special, it's basically." In between the 2 packages that I've already gotten from, it was somewhere in between the 2. Like it gave more than the middle package, but it wasn't as much as the highest package, but it had some of the same things. But everything on that list is what I wanted. So I'm looking at this, I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I already made a decision, and now you're throwing this in my face. At half the fucking price. Half the price. I'm like, what do I do here?
I think you can hang your head on the idea that people are actually pursuing your product. That has to feel good.
Yeah, but like I that's part of it, but it's also they want my money too. You know what I mean? And I'm not too naive to say, well, it should be free. You know what I mean? But this is not. Like, I could do that, and I could wait months and months and months for, you know, the traditional way. But a lot of people do this, especially with the first one. They pay people, professionals, to edit their stuff and format it. They pay people to do that. It's not any different.
Right.
So I resigned myself that, okay, if I want this done and get noticed, I need to pay somebody to do it. And that's what I'm doing. So I finally decided on what I wanted, and then I get this offer for half the price. So I'm like, oh, this is really reasonable. Thank you. But since we last talked, I figured out really what I needed and what I was looking for, and I sent him what would get me to I would need
to switch over and stuff.
Well, yeah, to take your deal versus the other one, because it, if it bumps the price up, that's fine. I'm not worried. I'm not not that I'm not worried about that, but that is a factor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I need not just the editing and formatting and typesetting and all that crap, but I also need the marketing thing too, because you need both. You could have the greatest book, the most critically acclaimed, wordsmithing book, whatever, and if you don't market it, you could sell, 6 copies, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then the other end is you could be a market genius. Like, I was giving examples. There's this guy I found on YouTube. Shout out to Book Fox, by the way. That's where I watched some of his videos. I just randomly came across him.
Okay.
But he was saying there was this TikTok star or whatever who was a genius at marketing, wrote a book, did a pre-sale of I forget what the number was, let's just say 1,500 copies or 1,600 copies, whatever it was, pre-sale that many. And then the week after only sold 36 books because it was junk. It was garbage. It was bad. Really bad is what he was saying. So you could be a genius at marketing but sell a shit book. So I want to be in between. Everybody wants to be in between,
Yeah.
Have a decent enough marketable book that makes sense, that's correct, it's a good story, but also marketed right, for the target audience and that kind of thing.
Damn.
And this guy, it's just like I said, I came across him and all right, and he the first video, it was 16 in expectations when self-publishing or something.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And it was, that was the editing stuff being important and the marketing stuff being important. Not one or the other, but both kind of thing. And don't be discouraged. It was really well done. And they have this guy has a website where they have other writers. They kind of like what I'm already a part of.
Yeah.
Where I have other writers I can message on a Discord and, we talk about stuff. But they also do writing sprints and in-person writes and things like that around our community, around where I live and shit. So, but still, it was really, really good. So I sent the guy, listen, everything on here is perfect. This is what I want, but this is what I need. This is what I've been offered by another company. I didn't give him a price, but just with this, I would need this, this, and this, and this. And he, I emailed and told him, this is a very generous offer. It would need to be this though. And just give me your price and I'll make a decision. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that with the extra stuff I gave him, was going to make it double, and be the same as the other one. Well, no, it didn't. It's the same. And the guy told me, he got back to me and he was like, yeah. So I know I didn't have it listed there, but he sent me a new breakdown of everything in the package. And he's like, because we liked your work and we know it's what to do, all that comprehensive stuff that I wanted that wasn't listed to begin with is actually part of it already. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So, it was, he basically even opened it up even more and didn't change the price at all. So I'm like, now what the fuck do I do? You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. Sounds pretty cut and dry to me, Dave.
It does. It does. I should go with the lesser, the same. Like, now there's some stuff that they didn't offer in that the other one was offering, but I don't need, like 3D. What was it? A 3D print? Not 3D printed, but 3D animated trailer or what? I'm like, I don't fucking need that. If I did, I have a friend that could do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I would be more than happy to do it. Like, I know I'm going to have to do some self-promotion. You know what I mean? It's the marketing they do is one thing, but, like, I also need to do the work. And that was what that YouTube guy, Book Fox, was saying. Like, you got to do the work, too, even traditionally. When you're traditionally published, you're still expected to put in the work for marketing. You're marketing yourself, you know.
Damn.
They'll give you guidance on what to do. You have to do it, though.
Right.
So, just a little peek inside the curtain. You know what I mean? It's all very fascinating, I'm sure.
Yep.
But like,
I'm happy for you.
I want to do this. You know what I mean? I feel bad now. Oh my God, Chuck!
Hang on.
Why are you panicking? Why are you panicking?
You scared me.
Okay. Yeah. But now I feel bad because I've been dealing with this other guy for like a month, and he's been very generous. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, dude, you've completely ignored some of the questions that I've asked, but you've answered a lot of the stuff too. But I keep asking for a certain amount of time, and you just nag me consistently. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you're up my butt. I don't like that. But I still feel bad because I've been dealing with this guy, and he's giving me my space. Now, not at first, but. And then I asked him that why me thing, and it was, so now what I need to do when I get home, because this was all like later in the day yesterday, so now what I need to do when I get home is compare the two side by side, and make a heart decision, not a mind decision. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Damn. Yep.
Because my mind wants to go to the cheap route. I got way too many other things to worry about. But, the saying is you get what you pay for. But if all of it's comparable or the same, what's the difference?
Damn. If you get the things you want, but you're paying less for it,
Yeah. And I've talked to people from both of these publishers that have went through them and used them, you know what I mean, and they're both satisfied, with what they got. But they didn't get the same shit that I was getting, so.
Damn.
And they did answer my questions, all of them, And I read, I had read a review yesterday, and I actually emailed the guy. He hasn't answered me. Because he has like an author website, and so I sent an email to it. Like, hey, I'm looking to publish through these guys too. They like, is there anything I should know? This, that, the other thing. He hasn't answered me. But he was happy with the result, but he was not satisfied with the add-ons. Like he quoted hidden fees in his comment about the service. Like, there's all these hidden fees they don't tell you about, and I asked the guy, the actual account manager, I forget what he's called, but I asked him about these accusations. You know what I mean? Because I never heard an answer from this other guy. And he's like, oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. And he wanted the extra fee, their added fees. He wanted like 1,500 copies of his book up front. And, you know, he had to pay for those. Like, oh. Well, yeah, people they just have unreal expectations. I get that. I get that. You know what I mean? I got them to go from 5 to 15 author copies once it's finished. That's a cool thing. More stuff that I can hand out to other people, you know. Like you guys, of course, but you know, I can hand some stuff out to more people, you know.
Right.
And that's really not that big of a deal, but like it matters to me. And bookmarks. 500 bookmarks with the you know, with the book cover on it and stuff like that, like matching bookmark for the book. Which I had found, you know, with my local bookstore, it's Cover Maker Books in Old Pennsylvania. Anybody, you know, listening wants to know. Cupboard Maker Books. Michelle Herring's her name. She's actually a published author as well. Her 2 books that she's authored and self-published, both of them have unique bookmarks, and she's the one that gave me the idea to make sure they include bookmarks as part of the deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it says a lot. You're selling somebody your book, especially at a signing or whatever, to hand them a bookmark that has the book on it. You know what I mean? Or, you know, some kind of, like each one has like a quirky saying on it that has to do with the books. You know what I mean?
That's cool. Yeah.
So, you know, there's little things, man.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're
So I
moving in the
still
right
haven't a
direction.
decision to make, even though I already made a fucking decision. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just like I told you yesterday. You're gonna just have to jump.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to jump in, and hopefully it works out.
No.
The more time you waste trying to decide what you're going to do.
I know. Oh, and the other thing that YouTube guy too was, you're not going to make fame and fortune off just one book. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which I'm like, I'm already there. You know what I mean? Like all these points he was making, I pretty much already knew. And not that like I'm smart or anything, but like just from doing this for a while, like it's stuff I've gathered. And it's a good feeling to be like, oh, you know, my book has that, or you know, like I knew that already kind of thing. It's kind of like everything's falling into place. You know, like, cool. I guess I am ready, even though, you know, you have all the self-doubt or whatever. You have these decisions to make. And it's never going to be perfect. Like, not, you know what I mean? It's just not. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I'm gonna, you know, go home and do that comparison. Maybe ask some more questions. You know. On the series, yeah, I got at least 3 more. Yeah, one that the book 2 is finished. You know, well, I say it's finished. It's got a beginning, a middle, and end.
Yeah. Well,
that leads right into book 3, which is only like a quarter of the way started.
You get the first one. You get the first one done. Get it in there.
Yeah.
And see how it goes. And like I said before, I think you're going to be surprisingly happy. And then start on the second.
Oh, that reminds me too, because so one of the questions I need to ask the more expensive one, because I forgot that the guy with the new offer, About the audiobook. The new offer, has the audiobook included. Like that was because that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
It says specifically in the thing about audiobooks, real voice actor production. The other one does not. And now that could be a reason for why I don't go with the other one, because the other guy, the more expensive one, was talking about, we can offer it that cheap because of AI, and I'm like, I don't want AI reading my book. I don't want that. I have it read it to me when I'm doing my revisions and looking for mistakes. It's hard enough listening and do it that way. But it works, you know what I mean? But, it doesn't get it right. I mean, obviously they could tweak it or whatever, and there's some stuff that's really good that you can't tell, but I know. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, some of them's gotten pretty good like that. Speechify, the app I use where it uses celebrities or whatever.
I know.
But they still fuck it up, though. It'll read and sound really good, but they'll get you certain sentences and stuff, or it'll, blend it together. It's not actually
that's just your writing sucks. That's all that is. You got to use better punctuation, man. I don't know. I'm fucking.
I mean, I was gonna offer, give you a little shout outs on the podcast, man. But if you're gonna be a dick, I'm sure.
Oh, too late. Too late.
Yep.
I know everybody wants money. I get that part, but it seems to me like they're pursuing you because of the product and not the money.
I hope so.
It seems like it.
When they do, they do get a cut. I mean, not like, obviously, they're a tool to use, for their editing and their marketing and stuff. It still all comes to me. Right. It's supposed to be 100%. But the print on demand stuff, it's probably part of their back end, They get it, but I'm sure they get a cut of that.
Well, I'm sure.
Or your website, I'm sure they get a cut of advertisement from that too, That kind of thing. I'm sure they get money somewhere. Again, I still got some work to do, though. Still got some questions to ask, some research to do. Hopefully I can get answers from that random guy that was complaining that wanted 1,500 copies for free.
Yeah, right.
A real publisher wouldn't even give you that many. What the fuck? Well, I say a traditional one. You know what I mean? Maybe they'll give you 100. I don't know. I think rejecting the higher one is going to really give me a better idea of see how the guy acts. Because when I told him no, way before, I was just going to not do it. He's like, oh, you owe me this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, I don't fucking owe you nothing, man. I read your manuscript before I asked you for any money. Nobody else has done that. I'm like, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, that would turn me away from that almost immediately. You owe me. I don't owe you anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then he calmed down. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was a knee-jerk reaction for him, but especially when I told him about the company that's close out here. They're out by Pittsburgh or whatever, but how they were going to review it, and it was going to take them a week. He's like, it shouldn't take them that long. I'm like, you can't give them shit about their process.
Yeah.
I mean, I would go with them if I had 10 grand. You know what I mean? I just don't. I don't. I mean, I would rather work with someone that's close by that I could drive to and physically, like, talk to these people, you know what I mean, and see the process. It's way, way better that way, I think, but I don't know. Like I said, I still got some shit to do, and now, you know, even though I made a decision, like I said, now I got to make another decision.
Never ends.
I can go with the lesser option for the first one and see how that goes, and then if it goes well, I can go with the other people for the second one. You know what I mean? I might have a little more money at that point, and I might not worry about, you know, that kind of thing.
Yep.
You know, I'm trying to still think about it too. Like, I'm gonna, you know, eventually I'm gonna make the money back, but what if I don't? Or, like, I gotta be. It's just like when I go to the casino. Like, I gotta be okay with letting this money go. You know what I mean? That's what I do at the casino. Like,
it's a gamble.
You know. You know what I mean? I only play with what I can afford to lose, with no hopes of getting it back. You know what I mean? That's how you're supposed to approach things like that, gambling and whatnot.
Right.
Yep.
Anyway. Hey, Chris, I'm on 70. Where you at?
I'm right behind you.
Yeah. Right behind me.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm in Maryland, and you're in, Missouri?
I mean, I kind of wondered why you're swerving all over the place, Dave.
Yeah, I know. You're way behind me. Hurry up, catch up. Oh, shit.
Yeah, a little ways back there. It's like that scene in Titanic, you know, where it's like, I see the Statue of Liberty already.
Yeah, the one in Duncannon, maybe?
Yeah. like I see Dave up there a little bit. His truck's pretty small, though.
Yeah. Uh-huh. What do you got, the Hubble telescope on top of your truck?
Yep.
Shit.
Got the zooming in lens or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's only if the Earth was flat. You could see me. Sorry. That's how you prove flat Earthers wrong. You talk about why you can't see ahead for more than you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, some of those debates are always fun.
Oh yeah.
Especially the ones that you know, like, especially when you get into like religious space and people that don't believe in God but they believe in hell and demons and whatever. I'm like, you can't have one without the other. Like, either they all don't exist or, you know.
Yeah, well.
Go to hell, but heaven's not real. I was like, okay. It's like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you, Dave. I think it's going to turn
thanks,
out good.
Well, I'm sure I'm going to be happy with it, but I'm just, I'm very biased, so. I think I'm going to check out that YouTuber guy too, and check out his website, see if I can get see what that's all about.
Right.
Were one of these two guys? Are they either of them the ones that wanted alter yearbooks?
Alter them?
No, have they wanted alter yearbooks? I think you said there's one of them that was trying to get alter
Well,
yearbooks.
there's 4. Yeah, well, they, it's still, it wouldn't be the same. I'd have to, do another deal or whatever. It wouldn't be under the. It's all just for the one book. But the one guy, the higher one, I had just mentioned in there, like, hey, I finished the second one, like, just finished all the revisions and I listened to it and then fixed some stuff. And I'm happy with the way it is. I mean, it's pretty much ready for a review. And he's like, oh, I'll take a look at it or whatever, And I sent it to him yesterday. Now, the one thing I just like exported it instead of copy and pasting it like I did the first time but I just want him to. The reason I didn't, and I explained it, like, hey, I just exported this to a PDF. It doesn't have all the chapters, even though I have it in separate chapters in the program, in the writing program. It's separate chapters, they all have titles and everything. It doesn't transfer over on PDF for some reason. So it's all just one giant document, but like I didn't send it to him. I sent it to him so he can see what the characters are doing and that kind of thing, and worry about that shit later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just get a idea where this is going as far as marketing and stuff. Because they can, marketing, you want to market the book, but also, hey, this isn't. There's more coming. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And the stuff, the tie, like I don't know if he's going to catch the tie-ins or not, but there's tie-ins. You know what I mean? Between the first book and the second one, even though like the first book is its own thing, and it's kind of like their origin and stuff. There's still tie-ins with what happens in the second book and the third book, because they're concurrent. Like the second book ends on a cliffhanger and then continues on in the third one. So I want him to see that as well, how the second one ends and how it leaves it open for the third one. And I still, again, I have a lot of stuff written for that, because I broke the second book in half. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't have the second beginning of the third book written yet, but it had notes on it. That's the whole Chris moving story.
Right.
But they're trying to catch those guys, because Chris's character's at a loss. You know what I mean? Like, anyway.
You're talking about tie-ins. They won the baseball game last night.
What? No way!
I just thought that was funny. I just thought that was funny. I don't know. Forgive me.
Who'd they beat?
The United States.
The Ties beat the USA, really?
Yeah.
In baseball?
Yeah.
Okay.
Forget
about it.
Italian, you get it? No, never mind. You don't get it. Forget it. Just forget it.
No, I missed something. I'm sorry.
I thought it was funny.
Okay. Maybe I'll listen back later. But anyway, now, I feel even, because I sent that to him before I got that second offer from the other one. So I'm like, motherfucker. Like, I just said it, he's going to be so pissed if I don't go with him. But at the same time, like, I really don't have $6,000 to pay him either. But that's what I need, you know what I mean? Well, that's what I feel I need. I don't think I'll get as much with the $3,400 one,
Yeah.
When the other ones offer less than that for everything that I want. Like, what am I, it's like a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough thing. You're putting that kind of money out for something that you're not 100% sure that the person that you're sending the money to has your back. It's a very big risk.
Right. And yeah, I can talk to other people and get their testimonials too and stuff, and I'm glad they understand that, the publisher themselves, because you can't really trust everything you find on the internet. But like, they both have been seeking me out at this point.
Yeah,
the original one I went through was a different company altogether. The one that I found and I initially submitted to, I already told them no because, for whatever. I just didn't feel that they fit.
Yeah. I think it's a very good sign that they're pursuing you. And I
hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, you're not going to know until you do it. That's the hard part. And again, I'm still, I don't know what the word I want to use. The idea that you're not meeting anybody in person, you're signing everything over the internet, and
but that's how things are nowadays.
I know. I understand that.
Damn.
I mean, you don't send a physical copy to somebody's address either,
Right.
Like, that's how they used to do it. You just used to send your manuscript in and physical copies of it in to some publisher that was accepting submissions. You know what I mean? That's how it used to be done.
Yeah.
And it'll just sit in a pile for months and months and months. And it's the same now with traditional-wise, with the emails to agents. It goes into their inbox and it sits there till some fucking assistant gets to it,
Yeah.
And a lot of them don't even want the full thing. They just want, like, the synopsis, because it's a lot easier just to be like, I don't want to, doesn't sound good, appealing, or whatever. So you got to end up being clever with your synopsis or your blurb or whatever.
Right.
You got to end up being clever with it and making it its own thing. Which I find that a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to, like I did as a suggestion from a friend, do up a blockbuster movie trailer synopsis. So I did that. That was a lot of fun. This summer, that kind of thing. I should send that to you guys. It's hilarious. But, like, there's all these little things. I'm still going to, especially with the second one, I'm still going to try to pursue the regular routes, after I get the first one done. Because that's the internet's great for shit like that. Like, I just go to, I have Quarry Tracker, which is basically a website that's free to use. That list has a list of all literary agents and their genres and whether they're open to submissions, you know, all their information. It's nice, you know, it's a nice like thing to have. And
yeah.
Anyway, you guys are bored of this. I'm sorry. Little peek behind the curtain, like I said.
Yeah.
But
I'll
as usual,
pull 'em for you,
I'll
man.
keep you all
I'll put it
updated
over.
about it and whatnot. So
I'm excited for you.
I mean, you know, I gave myself till next week to really make a decision. So I'm using the time to do the rest of my research and talk to other authors and people I don't know, people I do know. No, and try to make the best decision possible.
And
I can't wait to see it on the bestseller list. And I can say,
well,
hey, I know that guy.
Are you gonna buy all the copies that it needs to get on that list?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because I learned something from that YouTuber guy too. The pre-sales factor. So you want to do a pre-sale thing? That's what I got to ask the publishers about. So you know, he did a pre-sale on his book, and because of how many pre-sales he got, it automatically shot him up to the top of the list for like Amazon or whatever. So he got that publicity, basically free publicity because of it.
Right.
You know, like the what's hot section of like Amazon for new releases or whatever. Because it has so many pre-sales, and that has to do with marketing as well, though. You know. So I'll probably do like that kind of thing, like a pre-sale, like for, you know, a week before or whatever.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. All right. We're done. I'm done. I'm sorry.
By May, you should know, right?
Yeah. Well, at least by our next episode, I should have some answers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Some more, a better idea. I'm glad I got over in the center lane. Good Lord. 6 o'clock in the morning and that ramp is already backed up.
Where you at?
70 East, going towards Baltimore.
Okay.
Exit 80.
Gotcha.
I forget what road that is, but it's always fucking, this time of morning is backed up.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, 2 miles ahead, it's 40 with the right lane's exit only, so. Just gonna stay here.
I think they should just close 81 down, blow it up, and start all over.
Mm-hmm. Especially in Carlisle.
Jesus.
Yeah, that right lane between the 47 and 52 is not
Mm-hmm.
drivable. And that, you know, it's all concrete, you know what I mean? It's not going to be over, you know, they can't fix that shit properly.
Right.
Until they grind it all back down and fucking fucking
just blow it up.
Basically. Yeah. And that's in one of the high traffic areas, you know, all the warehouses over there and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You know, there's people out there that think they did that shit on purpose so people stop speeding through there.
Yeah, but they actually fixed some of it
I know.
last
Yeah,
summer.
They did, yeah. But still, there's a lot of it that is. It's like driving on a ski mobile, man.
hmm But then, you know, most people know it's there. They move over to the left lane anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, it doesn't really slow anything down.
No.
And then the cops sit on either side of the 55-mile-an-hour zone, and people fly through here going 90.
Yeah, but they don't sit in the 55 zone. I know.
Right.
Stupid. Keep it in your lane, Chuck.
I was switching lanes and turned my turn signal off too soon. I'm sorry.
Oh, you gotta stop doing that.
I know. Oh,
You're supposed to leave it on for 10 seconds while you're making a lane change. That's what I was taught way back when. I mean, most people just let their shit blink like twice and then that's it. But, you know.
yeah, that's kind of what I do.
Yeah. I mean, at least you do it. Just, you know.
But they blink once and they come over. They blink.
Yeah.
All right, it's a couple more seconds longer than that, but.
I mean, it's like, well, at least a signal, I guess, you know.
Right. By the time I'm over in the left lane, as soon as I hit the lane, I turn it off.
Well, back with my ex-wife, I had one cop literally pull me over randomly and give me a ticket because he said I didn't signal long enough, even though I signaled, you know, kind of like I do now, where you know let it blink a few times and make your way over, and then you turn it off. He's like, yeah, you only signal for a couple hundred feet. You're supposed to signal for like 1,000 feet. I'm like, I have never heard that.
No, me neither. Not even at Schneider.
Pretty sure he was probably one of those that needed a ticket quota, you know.
Yeah.
He didn't have his cup of coffee yet, and he was just pissy.
Yeah, that was back way before I even thought to take any tickets to court or whatever. Whereas nowadays, if you get a ticket for, like hell, even speeding tickets or whatever, or hold your phone or something. I had one back in Georgia that I just moved my phone because it was not I didn't have a phone mount. It was on like a phone or on like a area up on the dash, or I had a cup holder or whatever, and like. I had hit a bump and the phone, of course, fell on the floor, and I picked it up, put it back in the cup holder, and within half a mile, I was being pulled over. Yeah, we saw you had your phone in your hand. What were you doing? I was like, oh. I thought I was being inspected, you know, because it was like within half a mile of me grabbing my phone and putting it back in the cup holder. I was like, oh, like, I mean, I lied to him still technically. I was like, oh, yeah, I was changing the, like, Spotify or something, and then it fell on the floor.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. That's
and
what
then,
everybody
I had
says.
to, I had to pick it back up, put it back on there again or whatever, and he's, oh, okay, and gave me a ticket for it, and surprisingly, the carrier I was with Cohen at the time, they called me within, like, 45 minutes. Yeah, we just got an alert from Georgia Highway Patrol saying that you were on your phone while driving. I was like, no, I wasn't. I was like, it came off and fell on the floor, and I just picked it up and moved it. And he's like, how did they get you so quick? I said, I have no idea. He goes, they had to had someone over an overpass, like looking down or whatever, and like notifying somebody up ahead. I said, probably, because I said I wasn't texting or whatever on my phone. I literally just grabbed it and put it back up there, and got ticketed. So like I was very highly encouraged to go to court He goes, "Are you taking this to court?" I said, "Should I?" He goes, "Yeah, I would recommend you go take this to court." I said, "Okay." I was like, "Well, can you guys route me back down here when on the court day?" He goes, "Yeah, we'll get you back down there." I'm like, "All right." So had a couple of occurrences like that where either like I won in New York where the highway was closed during a storm and I had no idea.
Yep.
Took both those tickets to court and basically got them reduced to like a parking ticket, paid like $100 fine versus like the one in New York was like they were trying to charge me like $4,000 or something. And I was like,
I missed a weigh station in upstate New York, and the fucking guy chased me for 19 miles to pull me over.
Oh wow.
And then I went to court, and it was dropped to a parking ticket.
Yep.
That's how you know it's all just a money thing.
Mhm.
Hell, the court I went to up in New York for the because that's the thing, Chuck. Like when I got on the I think it was 90 or something up there in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I got off there. Was at like there's a Flying J right next to a TA, off the same exit or whatever, and it's probably like 100 miles or something from Yucksbridge, Massachusetts, because going to that BJ's or whatever. Parked there the night before and it was just raining. It was cold, but it wasn't snowing or whatever, just raining. And I woke up the next day and there's all like literally like half a foot or a foot and a half of snow on the ground, and everybody was still in the truck stop. And I was like, I know I need to get on the road, but I'm kind of worried now because it's 9 a.m. and nobody's left.
Right.
I started asking around, like, hey, is the turnpike open? Like, he's like, well, where are you going? I said, I'm going to Yucksbridge. I said, oh yeah. I said, I'm continuing east. Oh yeah, you're fine. It's west of us now. Okay, cool. Went ahead and left my space. Got to the fuel island, fueled up. Went to go get on the turnpike. That point of no return where you're going through the plaza, and you can't really turn around at that point. Big old sign up above says, close the trucks.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit. Okay, so went ahead and got on. It was like, well, I'll try to find a place I can turn around and come back, I guess. I made it maybe 5 miles, and then we were backed up for like 3 hours because I guess there were other trucks that got on there and were passing each other, and they literally caused like a 27-car pileup, including like 8 troopers, like 8 highway patrol. And people died and whatever, so they were like, cops. They had, thankfully, those two sides of the turnpike, they had the little median areas where you could technically turn around from one side to the other. So they were having everybody turn around and go back, but the officers walking to every truck first and giving us each ticket. Walking up saying, well, obviously you knew you weren't supposed to be on the road. I was like, actually, officer, like, I didn't know until I was getting on here because nobody... I said, I asked 20 people back there at Flying J, and they all said, oh, yeah, you're good. I didn't have the app. I found out afterwards that there's an app, like a New York Thruway app or something. I didn't know about that until after it happened, but we all got ticketed, and I went back there, and I parked, and I was stuck there for 3 days before the interstate opened again.
Holy fuck.
Because it was like where you had to... And you had to idle your truck for a couple of days because it was like 15 degrees.
Yeah.
But that court was fun, though. Like, literally, I was in a criminal court for a traffic violation. So they had, like, drug dealers, people that are in there in handcuffs, and the officers are sitting with them. And I'm in there going, I'm a little nervous here, man,
Yeah, right? They're going to lock your ass up and throw you away.
But those tickets or whatever, I just let Cohen, let my driver manager know, like, hey, this happened. I was like, obviously, I'm going to go to court and fight it. If you guys could wrap me up here when it's time. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And each judge I dealt with at any of those random, the phone ones or the highway being closed, hell, on the ticket for that violation for getting on the highway, there was like could be up to a $10,000 fine, up to 3 years in jail, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, holy crap.
Holy fuck.
What the fuck, man? I was like, I didn't even know the highway was closed. It shouldn't be like a felony offense. What the fuck? And then both those judges.
Ignorance is not an excuse.
Right?
Yep.
Escalated very quick.
I just gave him the same story each time, like in Georgia and up there in New York, basically like, well, so like, it says that you're accused of such and such, like, what's your story, like, what happened or whatever. And I'm like, up there in New York, I was like, Your Honor, I didn't know that it was closed. I didn't know there was an app. I asked around because I was trying to do my due diligence. I would have stayed where I was. Oh, okay, I understand. I get it. Well, would you be able to pay $150 and we'll just drop it to a parking ticket? It won't actually affect. You won't go on there as any violation on your driving record. I said, absolutely. I can pay that today. That's fine.
Yeah.
While they were escorting other people in their, handcuffed to their officers that were escorting them or something.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm a little nervous in here.
Yeah, right?
Because the couple that they had a couple that went up before me, a couple of guys and officers escorted up, and we're talking like, hey, you're being charged with such and such. Your bail is denied because it's a pretty serious offense. Like, hey, you're charged with attempted murder or whatever. And I'm going, oh my god.
I'm in the wrong court.
I was like, should I be over here? I don't.
Do I need to leave and go find an attorney?
Yeah. And then, parking at a truck stop and taking an Uber to go to court because I was like, well, obviously, like, I don't want to even, hope that there's, like, truck parking anywhere close by, even for a bobtail, because, get a parking ticket and have to then fight that or something. So it's like, yeah, I'm good. I'll just, the one in Georgia, I think the nearest truck stop was like a TA that had a Fuddruckers in it, and it was, like, 25 minutes away, and I was like, so I paid, like, a $30 or $35 Uber to get there, and then $35 to get back. And I'm like, well, at least that. But then I paid $100 for the ticket. But
yeah.
like, that's better. But it got the operating a vehicle while holding your phone charge off my, dropped or whatever. But like, I've gotten other speeding tickets in the past over the years. And up until the last couple, those last couple of years or whatever, I never thought to take those to court. I just basically was like, well, I was speeding. Like I did it. I'm not going to go to court and say I didn't do it. But looking back, I probably would have saved on insurance because I would have gone to court, and the ones that really have the issues are the ones that were obviously reckless driving, like they were going like 120 and a 50 or something. And even them going to court, they still get a really good deal. Like they have the option of like, well, do you want to go to jail for a month, or do you want to do community service for 6 months, or do you want to just give up your license for a year? And they're like, I'll do community service.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, damn, for reckless driving or whatever, for that, wow, shit,
The cop that pulled me over was. I can tell you this, the cop that pulled me over was dedicated because it took him 19 miles to catch up to me. So he was committed. That son of a bitch ran the weigh station. I'm going to get him.
Do you think by that, you're like, I was never in that area. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Officer, that's 20 miles away. I've never been over there. I got on over here.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you have video evidence showing that I was over there? And he shows it to you like, oh, that way station. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant this way station.
Yeah. Fucker.
When I passed it, it said closed.
I was actually going to a Cisco warehouse. Right near Rochester, New York. And I was maybe a mile away from the Cisco place when he finally got to me and pulled me over. If somebody would have just slowed him for a couple more seconds. I'd have been all right.
They let you in the gate or whatever, and the cop pulls in, wanted me to let in too, like, sir, and then
Yeah, I'm
security
sitting
guy,
there. Whatever you do,
don't let the cop in.
whatever you do, don't let that son of a bitch through the gate.
Security tries to be an officer. Do you have an appointment? No, I'm here to get him. Oh, sorry, sir, I can't let you in without an appointment.
Yeah, you gotta have an appointment.
What happened to the law?
Either an appointment or I need a warrant. You know, can't just let you in.
Yeah.
I'm the law.
That son of a bitch was committed.
Yep. Hell, I missed I went by a one-way station not realizing it.
Hey, hang on a minute, guys. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Think I just.
Okay.
Everybody say good morning to Janelle.
Janelle!
Hey!
Morning. I hear all the excitement.
Yeah.
Now we're all like, oh, hey, we gotta go. I'm kidding, no.
You decided to call this morning, huh? I didn't get a call from you yesterday, even though I was home already.
I was in the Jeep yesterday with the top off, so.
Oh, well,
Oh.
you should keep your top on. Nobody wants to see that.
That's a lie.
I was just doing the other half of it,
Anyways. Why were you home yesterday early?
Well, because I came in early and I shuttled the load and then I was done.
Oh, boy.
Well, my load canceled. That's why. I was supposed to be in Baltimore at 6 a.m., but that canceled. Now I'm going today for 9 a.m., but I'll be there at 7.
You'll be
Because
done early
I had to
then.
leave the yard by 5. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of fucking sense, don't it?
Mhm.
Anyway.
Yay.
Yay. You sound tired this morning.
Bullshit. I know
No.
you don't like that meme or that little video I sent.
Yeah, that was
That's
hilarious.
how it ended. I'm like, oh, I got to send this. Bullshit. The guy driving with his foot.
Uh-huh.
That doing like some fucking Fast and Furious moves through traffic.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Hilarious.
Yep, there's no way he didn't take out that little black car. Come on now.
Yeah. Well, you know, AI or whatever.
Oh, I know.
Don't want to go there. I don't want to go to Lansdowne. I want to go to Baltimore National Harmel Tunnel Thruway.
There you go.
Absolutely. Where would you rather be?
My bed?
Home in bed? Yeah. Thank you.
Did you get to call Pat yet?
No.
The hell?
I do want to call him and at least get the scoop. You know what I mean? It's all about the timing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when is he retiring? Is this not the first time he said he was retiring? That kind of thing. Because I'm not going to, and I told you this, I'm not going to change jobs just to not be able to do it in a couple months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For other reasons, you know.
Mhm.
That, you know, you weren't on the phone earlier, but I have 2 publishers fighting over me right now, so I'm trying to decide which one is the best one and go from there.
Yeah.
Fucking day. Give me $5,000 and I'll do it.
Okay. How many books have you published there, Chuck?
I'm starting a new business. Come on, man.
He's like, I'll figure it out, Dave. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's books you've published, not books you've read.
Yeah. Exactly.
He'll use 1,000 to have somebody teach him what he has to do, and then he'll use the other 4,000, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get some poster boards.
To go on vacation. That's what he'll use it for.
But here's the thing. I'll go on vacation, but I'll make a poster board vest, and I'll have all the information on your book, and I'll walk around with it on.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be my...
Thank you. So you're going to go on vacation and be a fucking billboard. All right.
Yeah. I've got this all figured out. Trust me.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll be a walking billboard.
I know. I just picture Bruce Willis in Die Hard 3. That's what I'm picturing. What did I say? Just getting jumped.
Oh, fuck.
So, Chuck, where are you headed for the daylight and the storms today?
I'm headed to Mifflintown to pick up a load, take back to Newville, and then I take the load, pick it back up tomorrow morning and take it to Titusville. And then I end my day in Washington, PA, where I'll be going into Ohio and making direct store deliveries on Friday, and then I'll come home.
That's exciting.
Yeah, he is amped up for that. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So excited.
Well, he has to enjoy his last couple weeks of driving. So.
Yeah. I mean, it's not official yet, so.
Not official, but I was told they're working on it, and I'm the guy, so that's close enough for me.
Top of the list. He's top of the list.
It may take 20 years, but, I'll get there.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
So, I didn't ask before. I meant to. I'm sorry for bringing it back to this. But did you tell Pat I was going to call him, or does he have no idea?
No, Pat knows you're going to call him.
Oh, Pat is expecting my call, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's probably like, what the fuck, David?
I'm busy. I'm trying to find a publisher. Does that sound annoying enough?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was going for.
No, I had to ask him when he was going to be available for a phone call, and
yeah,
he's like looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I told him.
Yeah. Well, Miles seems to think that it's not even his decision. I mean, I still call him and shit, but because apparently Dante works for quality, somebody else in quality, not for,
Dante does work for like a third party, something he has contracted, but there's other positions that are, going to be opening. So.
Okay. Very good.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, it's been a while since I talked to him. He's expecting my call. Give him a call and like, hey, remember me? The bane of your existence. Even though you weren't my dispatcher when I worked there.
At least explain the situation, so
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I'd be like, hey, this is what I'm looking at. I can't make any moves till April, at least.
Right.
But like I might
Find
have
out.
to. But I can't do anything until then.
Yeah.
Like it'd be like, at least I have a man on the inside or a woman.
What the fuck? Oh Jesus! That scared the fuck out of me.
Well, you have Patty and Carl and.
I don't know Carl. I only know
bitch.
you and Patty.
I don't know Carl.
And Eileen. She remembers me.
Aline.
Well, you let that fucking six-wheeler go through that toll booth and didn't move, but you're going to fucking give me fucking a looks? Okay. Cool.
Of course.
Just got the shit scared out of me.
When you come through the toll booth, all trucks supposed to go to the right, and that one didn't. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm on 322 along the road that rides along 322, and I'm driving along, and all of a sudden I see fucking headlights coming towards me. It fucking spooked me.
I'm on 322.
Where? Oh, you're at the wrong end.
Yeah, you're at the wrong end. I'm at the right end.
No, because you're going to lose your phone call here in about 10 seconds.
Probably. He ain't wrong.
So just let me know when he's free today. All right, I'll be done around noon, 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he usually has.
Will
we have our morning meeting?
Should I call his cell phone or should I call the office?
What depends which cell phone number you have. He has a work phone and a personal phone, but I just call the office. I'll put your phone number in my computer and it'll come up.
Well, just send me the damn number. Like I still have it and shit. Because I don't. I have Pat's number on my phone. I just don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
I'm about to enter the tunnel here, so I'm not going to try and look for it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Gotta make sure I take my sunglasses off.
Yes, definitely do that.
Yeah, just let me know.
I will. As soon as I wake up from my nap.
Sounds like you should have gone to bed a little earlier last night.
I did, and then I woke up at like 4 something, and then I couldn't go back to sleep, so like.
Should have got up earlier.
We're out running all over the place in your topless Jeep last night, weren't you?
Miles sent me a snap.
Yep, she's gone.
Yeah, I let a car in on the on-ramp, and then I watched them as they put their signal on as the tractor trailer was passing in the middle lane, and this car literally put their signal and started to come over into that truck. And the truck, of course, went off in the left lane a little bit and sent another car off in the ditch or whatever. And I was like, whoa, shit.
Damn.
But then, of course, the car, like the truck came back over and the car came back on the road, so thankfully there wasn't like an accident, but it was like, oh, fuck, all right, It's like, dude, watch where you're. I saw it coming, though. I was like, that car's he's drifting over towards that truck. Work long enough out here, we're spot the dumbasses pretty easily. Especially when it's raining and the visibility is not exactly the greatest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I was already down, I was going like 50, because it's like, yeah, I'm gonna hang back here, keep the speed down a little bit while I'm heading towards Kansas City or whatever. It's like, I'm not in a rush. It's not like I get home and go right to bed anyway. I got to get home and go through the routine, go take the pup out for a walk or whatever. Grab some food on the way home. Fill her food bowl up again with the new food.
Is she liking the new food though? Or she just not like the old food?
Well, yeah, 'cause they sent us home with like yam and eins or whatever. It was like the bag of food that they sent. And I'm like, I've never seen her really eat that food, but according to the girls or whatever, they're like, oh yeah, she's eating a little bit, and I'm like, yeah, but I've only seen her eat treats. Like when we take her on walks, like we have these little treat sticks that she loves, and so I'll take like 2 in one pocket that'll break in half, so I'll have 4 little pieces, and then 2 in the other pocket that broke in half, so I'll have 8 little pieces of these sticks or whatever. And she lets you know when she wants treats. She comes running, like literally she'll run over to me all of a sudden, and she'll kind of headbutt my hand, and I'm like, I was like, I'm not just rewarding you demanding treats. I was like, she'll come over and be like, sit. And then, like, we were giving her treats with the open palm or whatever, like having her take it out of your hand like that way, but then she would come over, like she started sniffing it and walking away. So now I literally give it to her with, holding the stick with my fingers or whatever. She's gentle about it, but I wanted her to actually eat her food though, and not just a treat. And so the first time giving her that because we're adapting her into that food or whatever, I mixed it with the kibble or whatever. She ate a little bit, but then when I gave it to her yesterday, she actually she literally, like, we came back from our walk and she went to town on her bowl, and I got a video of her literally just like eating. Like, she licked the bowl clean, and literally I was, like, telling the family, I was like, I'm so happy that she's actually, like, she's clean. I basically called her, she did the Clean Bowl Club, because she ate all her food and licked the bowl clean or whatever, and then that afternoon I actually put some kibble in the bowl again, because she was, we came back from the little walk before I went to work, and she sniffed the bowl, and I was like, she probably wants the food, but I don't can't give her, we got a set amount we can give her from the farmer's dog, so I put some more kibble in there so she had some food in there, even though she probably didn't touch it. I don't think she liked the dry kibble. When they were, like, Aaron bought some wet food, and, they've gotten her to eat a little bit by mixing it with wet food as well,
Mm-hmm.
But we don't want to give her only wet food, but that's why the farmer's dog, it's like human grade. It's like cooked for them, but it's human grade food. It's like turkey and rice and whatever else, and so it's like healthy for them, for their digestive tract or whatever, versus like just, whatever the kibble and stuff is made out of.
Flour. Rejected flour.
Yeah, we want her to be happy and healthy.
The byproduct of flour production.
Yep.
Because they the mill I'm at, that I load out of normally, they send out on open tops. They send out like pellets that go to like animal feed places.
Oh yeah.
Not just dog food, but like for chickens and cows and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Livestock. They they do whatever with it. I don't fucking know.
Yep.
I just work here. That's like the fibers and shit from the production or the milling of flour, like the byproducts.
Yeah.
But we take a lot of flour to like farms and feed mills and shit too, for them to repurpose for animal feed.
Yep. And she's weird. It's like she wants attention, but then I don't know what the previous owners did, because she'd be like, if she's on the couch and she's asleep, Allie or Zoe would go to pet her, and then she'd nip at him. And Zoe's like, I don't like being afraid that she's gonna bite me, whatever. And so, like, when I was home, on Sunday, I was like thinking, all right, I'm gonna have her go ahead and get her up on the couch where she lays on her ottoman area, and then I'll be over on my side, thinking we'll both be on the couch, we'll be on opposite sides, so we can hang out together, whatever. But like, I sat down and she comes running over to me and lays down on me, and I look at her like,
yes.
Okay.
Hey.
Just.
Hey.
Smells back.
Got out of the woods.
Yep.
Yeah, we could tell pretty quick. We're like, oh, she's gone.
Oh my god.
But she comes over and lays on you, and it's
we
like,
didn't hear all that.
kind of look at her. Little subtle
wait,
sounds.
you're not in the Jeep today. Because it's going to rain later, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Major thunderstorm.
And then you just fucking put the top back on? You took it back off again already?
I just took the 2 panels off the front. I was actually contemplating taking just the driver's door off and throwing it in the back yesterday, but I didn't. I know it's going to rain, and then it's going to get cold again, so I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, tomorrow. Or tonight.
Yeah, and like next, I don't know, Monday or something, it's supposed to be like fucking 38.
Yeah, it's like, hi, just kidding. See you later.
I told you.
Yep. Feels gonna be like, I told you 6 more weeks.
Wasn't somebody supposed to shoot him though? No.
Yeah.
There were all kinds of memes up here where they were showing like warrants for the groundhog's arrest.
Yeah. Yep.
Poor groundhog.
I know, right?
He was suckered into this stupid job.
Yeah. Kept there against his will.
Yep.
Forced to look at a shadow or not.
He belongs in a crock pot. Well, just to keep him warm, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so he can
like a warm bath, you know.
Yeah. Don't worry about the
like
vegetables.
Bugs Bunny.
It's good for your
We
skin.
should put Bugs Bunny in the pot to give him a.
You know,
give him a
little bit.
you know, it's good for the skin, you know.
Yeah, start cutting up the carrots and the onions and stuff.
Yeah, the potatoes.
It's good for your skin. Don't worry about it. It'll be all right.
just sit back and relax, you know. If you want to take a nap, it's all good, you know.
It'll be okay.
If it gets too warm, just close your eyes.
What is it like that it says about the frog that jumps into or put a frog in like a pot like warming the water up or something, that the frog will just stay in the water until it can't jump out anymore or something like that. It's like once it gets too hot, it can't escape. By that point, it ends up boiling to death because it stayed in there too long or something. I don't know if it was a frog or something else. I heard that.
Maybe a lobster.
Maybe. No, but there's something about some kind of creature that you threw that into a pot and then warmed it up gradually or whatever, that it would just stay in there until it got to the point where, you know, because it would adjust its temperature or whatever. Because like they would adjust its internal temperature until it got to the point where it had used too much of its energy or whatever, and it couldn't jump out, and then it basically died. You know, but I don't know what. I don't think it was a frog, but I can't remember what it was. But who knows?
106 miles an hour.
Amateur numbers.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, that's all right. I'm driving in yesterday, and I walk in the door, and Aline goes, "Oh, Janelle, I have a little tidbit of information for you." And I'm like, "Oh, goody." And she's like, "The speed limit on Ono Road is 45. I'm like, "Yeah?" I was like, "Speed limits are optional." And she's like, "I pulled out right behind you, and I'm pretty sure you were doing probably at least like 55. I was like, "Yeah, it's probably closer to 60, but hey, whatever." Like,
she got radar in
shut the fuck up. Like, mind your business.
Yeah, right?
Are you paying my speeding ticket? Oh, then shut up.
You should have said that. Nothing.
Yeah, I did.
I'll go 105.
I was like 55, 75, 105. They all have a 5 in them. Pat's just sitting back there shaking his head and laughing because he got a fucking lead foot too, so he knows, like, I should have told her, you also are aware that it's illegal to drive with your windshield wipers on without turning your lights on, like you did the other morning when you were in front of me.
Then why didn't you? That's exactly what the fuck I would have said.
Because she'd probably cry. I don't know.
Oh, well, let her cry. Hand her a box of tissues and fucking suck it up, buttercup.
It's like they're there. Like don't pick a fight if you can't don't dish it if you can't take it, right? You know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's right.
I mean, I thought she actually had some like important information about a driver or something like that, and then she just wanted to criticize my speed limit, my
about
speed.
your driving.
Yeah, whatever. It's my vehicle. It's registered to me, not you.
Well, it's 45 through there, not 55. Fuck you.
I told her, I was like, well, you know, the speed limit signs with that black trim around them, those are optional.
She probably fell for it, too. Not she's going to go 70 miles an hour down the road, get pulled over and put in jail. And you just sit there and fucking laugh.
Just like the stop signs with the white trim.
Right, yeah, with the white trim.
Just try to tell the judge, well, I was told it was optional. Who told you that? Oh, somebody I work with, you know.
Yeah, I got a message from Austin yesterday. I think it was like 2:00 already or something. And he's like, I'm Mexican tonight. And I'm like, so you're coming for Taco Tuesday? So him and his friend Nate came down for tacos.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very good. Anybody talked to Jody lately?
Yeah, I talked to him last Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You said John worked.
John works today, too.
Oh. Why didn't you have him on the phone?
Because he doesn't start until like 9:30.
Oh, is he running that one down to Virginia that Paul usually does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I talked to John yesterday, and he's like, man, I haven't heard from Jody in a long time. I think he's mad at me. I said, call Paul. Tell Paul to call him.
Yeah, right? Good Lord. Be like, did you try to call him? Or
that was funny as shit. Can you call Paul? Can you call Janelle and find out why she's mad at me?
Yeah.
I'm
like,
fuck.
what?
Only in America.
Only in John's world.
Yeah, that too.
He did that after I literally texted him back and was like, no, I just didn't feel like talking today. And then still called Paul and, is she mad at me?
Yeah, I think I talked to him after the text as well, and I told him, I said, she's just not talking today.
Yeah, because I didn't answer your call either.
No, I know. But it never crossed my mind to call Paul and tell Paul, hey, Paul, can you call Janelle and find out why she's mad at me?
Uh-huh.
Funny.
He's bananas.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck, look, there's a hostage. Do you want a bowl of marshmallow fluff?
It was not marshmallow. It was whipped cream, Janelle.
Uh-huh. They will let us with marshmallow fluff.
Shut up.
Hey, I have photo proof. The proof is in the pudding. Literally.
Oh, my.
Billy Idol said, quit smoking crack helped him quit heroin. Okay.
Wow. Sounds like a good trade-off, huh?
Yeah.
I should try that. Really got to kick this heroin habit.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, but I thought I'd just keep my mouth closed.
Yeah.
I mean, if you find something that works, Chanel, let us all know, okay? You know.
I will do that.
Because having to borrow, have somebody pee in a cup for us, kind of sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, shit. Where are we at? Okay. Well, I got to go do some work.
It's about time.
I know, right?
Yeah, man. I just backed in. I just backed in here at the hub. Time to...
Yeah, all you got to do is drop your trailer and fucking leave.
Nope. I bobbed over here. So time to swim up to the guard shack.
Right. All right. Hey, Janelle, let me know when to call and give me the number, okay?
I will do that.
Okay.
Talk to you later, Dave.
Yeah, Chuck, you be good. Enjoy your long run
Absolutely.
today.
Chris. Yeah, right?
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.